Hey guys, this is RebeccaLynOberstadt. In today's video, as you can hear, my dad is up there on the roof hammering. I just got out of the shower. I have a migraine really bad, so there's only the big lights on. I don't have any of the other lights on out here. But I've been asking him to do this for a while. I picked a log back in September to have him cut into 9 pieces. And I figured I would paint these with you. I don't know how much talking I will do. I'll probably just do talking and stuff in this part of it and then just put music over the rest of it. This is a piece of oak that I picked up out of the yard after one of our trees was down. I have 5 pieces for each of the 5 corners, and I have 4 pieces here for the different elements. I've got the symbols here because I don't want to screw them up. I'm going to be using enamel paint as well as regular paint. Enamel paint will allow this to dry and stay. I also have some glow-in-the-dark paint that I plan on using on it as well. So I have a few different things laid out. I've got some of my painting trays here that I've used for a while. I've got my alchemical symbols and fire, earth, air, and water type symbols that I plan on using to paint on these, my brushes, and various things of water, and an old towel. So I figured I would go ahead. I'm going to move these 5 out of the way, and I just cleaned this floor, and I got oak stuff all over it. I'm going to be working with one at a time. I was going to use my Dremel on them and carve the symbol in and then paint the symbol, but come to find out, my dad doesn't know what he did with my Dremel, and I can't find it anywhere. So I'm just going to freehand paint. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to zoom the camera in. I'm going to put you back at an angle. You're going to be like basically looking over my shoulder. I'm most likely going to put some light music on my phone with some earbuds in. So that I don't have to listen to the hammering, and then I can speed this up a little bit for you guys. Keep you there and try and move my book so that I can move the camera a little closer. I'm gonna stop recording for a second, zoom you guys in. Hopefully this is informative and helpful. I love my oak trees. If I could afford to replace all the oak trees in my yard that we just lost, I would use live oaks, not laurels or water oaks, even scrub oaks. They only have a lifespan of like 40 to 60 years. There's like cherry laurels and stuff that we have in the front yard, but they're not doing too hot right now anyways. And Dad wants to get rid of all the camphor trees in the yard, and I actually like camphor trees. They're also, they have medicinal uses as well as their energy properties and stuff are something that I like to work with. So, I don't know, it's just one of those things. So, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in and let me know what you think down below. I mean, like I said, it's distracting. So, here's what it is.
Alright, so I left the intro of this in from the first video. I just cut some sections out of it because I'll plan on using that, what I've cut up for the next 2 elements. And then I'll record something different for the 5 points of my star. I am mixing 2 red shades here. One of them is an enamel and one of them is not an enamel. I realized that some of my paint is rather old, so I ended up having to dip in and get some paint out and then mix the 2 colors together because I wanted a more specific color of red. I am using a jewelry tool to do this. It looks kind of like a dental tool, but it's not. It's made for jewelry work and carving out waxes. And then I ended up using a little bit of a metallic red here to give it a little bit more pizzazz because, I mean, who doesn't like something that sparkles and is so shiny? I'm going to probably put music on the rest of this. I'm going to be working on the fire sign for this video, and hopefully you guys like this. Do take into consideration, number 1, I am not the best painter. I cannot draw to save my life. My stick people look rather ill. I'm also working on a natural material. So this is a raw piece of oak. It was cut that morning, and there are growth lines and stuff on the actual piece of oak that I do have to contend with when painting, and it's not completely flat due to how my dad cut it on the big saw. And I also know that a lot of this is out of frame. I was holding it too high, not realizing I was out of frame for this video, and I'm sorry about that. And as you can see, I'm also bebopping to music in my headphones. I had that migraine off and on for like 8 days, so I don't know if it was, you know, allergies or the weather or the rain or the hurricane that we had run through or what, but you know, I was trying to make the best out of a throbbing head situation. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the music in now, and then I will come back at the end and talk to you. So this finishes the fire sign. If you look, I did put the element symbol in the center and then surrounded it by the zodiac signs that are fire symbols. And of course I used red on this for fire. I have modified this since I did this video, and I will do like an entire wrap-up video when I get them all finished, like going back in and cleaning things up and making the lines a little cleaner and things like that. But when you're working with natural materials, it can be rather difficult to paint on, especially when you have growth lines and whatnot from the tree itself. So I had some difficulties getting some straight lines. I've never been able to draw a perfect triangle. Even using a ruler, I always end up with it looking pretty odd like this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think down below. I have 2 more zodiac signs to do, and then I work on the 5 points of the actual pentagram or pentacle, because technically this is going to be a star inside of a circle. So there is a difference between a pentagram and a pentacle. If you want a video on what the differences are, then I can do one of those as well. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and stay safe.